Hi there, cadets. Today we're going to talk about how to clean and maintain your saxophone. The process is pretty much the same for all saxophones, alto, tenor, bari, soprano. The only thing that might change a little bit is the cleaning process for a bari sax, but it's, for the most part, it's pretty much the same. Things you're going to need: a silk swab. I recommend using this over the kits that you can buy, and there should be a little weight on the end of this. I recommend silk swabs over the pre-put together kits because those usually fall apart, and this is about the same price usually. So you get a silk swab, get a nice reed case, better light. My reed case holds about 6, but you can get some that are a little bit cheaper that hold 1 or 2. But you just need to have a case other than these ones that come with shipping. These are not as great. They're cheap. They're just meant for getting it from the factory to you. So you want a good reed case that will help maintain the reeds. So there's that. And that's all you need, other than maybe some cork grease for putting the instrument together, but we've already discussed that. So those 3 things will help you clean and maintain the instrument. You don't need anything else. So the first thing we're going to do is take the reed off, and I have my saxophone sitting here, but usually it's going to be on your neck strap. So we're going to go and assume we just finished playing. I'm going to take my mouthpiece off, and I'm going to loosen my ligature screws and take the reed off. What you want to do is gently wipe the moisture off of the reed. You can just wipe it onto your cleaning cloth, that's fine. And then place it carefully into your reed case. Careful not to shove it in there too far because you can actually damage the tip of the reed. So I'm going to go ahead and set that in my case because I'm finished with it. Now we're going to clean the mouthpiece. You can buy fancy mouthpiece brushes for this, and sometimes those are handy, but not necessary. I'm just going to take the little bead at the end of my swab, run it through the mouthpiece, and then just go back and forth a little bit. We're just wiping the moisture out of the inside of the mouthpiece so it's nice and dry, and any gunk or anything that could accumulate, it's just wiping that out of there so it helps to maintain a good quality mouthpiece. Now I'm going to take my mouthpiece cap, put the 2 pieces back together, and stick it back in my case. Now we'll go to the next piece, which is the neck. You need to loosen the screw and gently, notice where my left hand is. I'm not doing this up here. It's close to where the neck joins, and you want to kind of twist back and forth. Be careful because you can bend the neck piece pretty easily. Again, you always want to start with the larger end too. So I'm starting where it joins the body of the saxophone, and you just kind of have to wiggle it a little bit to get the bead through. Again, pull it through. Notice that I have swab on both sides. Pull a little, pull a little. It's kind of nice. You can just do it really quickly that way. So I'm done with this. Go ahead and put it back in the case. Now I'm going to take the bead and carefully hold my saxophone up, and you drop it into the bell. Always start with the bell because you'll get more moisture out of the instrument than if you start up here. So I'll put a bunch of the cord in, and then you'll want to flip it this way. That way, what's going to happen is the bead will come out the saxophone this way. If you tilt it a different way, sometimes they'll come out keys and stuff, and you don't want that. So always tilt it so that this bead is here, and you want it to glide around there. Worst case scenario, you get it in one of your keys, coming out one of the keys, and you just pull it out. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it twice. If you just played a lot, you might want to do it 3 or 4 times, but I didn't actually play just now, so I'm just showing you how to do it. Okay, again, bead comes out, pull the swab through, and that's all there is to it. Take your neck piece cap, stick it back in the neck, and I usually tighten this too just to make sure it stays in place. It's just like putting your neck piece in there. It's some of the newer models, again, I've told you this before, don't have neck piece plugs right here, and that's okay, that's normal. But if it didn't come with it when you bought it new, I would say that. But when in doubt, you should have one of those plugs. It just helps protect the instrument. If you have any questions about it, you can feel free to email me. I'll list the address later. Or you could just talk to your music store person or your band director. But when in doubt, there should be a plug there. So notice where I'm holding the saxophone by the bell, and I'm going to gently put it back into the case. Take my swab, just kind of gather it up, Toss that in the case. And don't forget to take your neck strap off. I can't tell you how many times I've walked down the hallway at school with my neck strap on for half the day. While it is a beautiful fashion statement, you probably should leave it in your case so you have it for next time. I want to caution you that when you put your things in your case, don't put anything on top of the actual instrument. It's very tempting to stick your sheet music right there. Don't do it. You can damage a lot of the keys and cause some very costly repairs. Your mom and dad will not be happy with you if they have to repair your saxophone. Those bills add up really fast and they get very pricey. So nothing here. Anything you want in this little cubby here. If you have extra space, go ahead and stuff in there. If you want to fold your music up and put it in there, go for it. I'd recommend a folder, but if that's what you want to do, it won't hurt anything to stick it in there. So, as always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to email me at the address listed below. I wish you the best of luck, and I hope you keep practicing.